Straight out of the left coast of the coast in the east. Started off on the quest to find his favorite drink. We talk sports, comics, silver screen. Don't forget about the music, cause we loving the beats. A slice of life for the whole damn pie. We got it all. We know you feeling the vibe. From old Gen X to young Gen Z. Either way, we gon' drink. It's Son and Pops.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Son and Popsculture. I'm Son.
And I'm Pops.
And this is episode 108.
Man, 108. Sure feels great.
Yes, it does. So what do we do here?
What we do here at Son and Pops Culture is give you our take on movies, music, video games, comic book, literature, sports, anime, and a little slice of life. Sometimes you get the whole pie. East and West, young and old, X and Z, Son and Pops. Where can the people find us at, buddy?
You can check us out on YouTube, Instagram, and as of right now, TikTok.
True.
Yeah, for real. At Son and Pops Culture. There we have highlights of the show, the full visual episodes of the show on YouTube, and we do other fun stuff like trivia on our Instagram. But if you ever want us to talk about a certain something or just want to chat, hit us up because we love hearing from you guys.
True indeed. True indeed. And before we get into this week's drink, we love hearing from you guys. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that reached out to me and to my man.
Yes.
with him being out there with those fires and showed their concern. I'm emotional. I just really appreciated it. I really appreciated people checking in,
Yeah.
And as you can see, he's good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Wild times, but I appreciate everyone's thoughts and concerns.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I told you I was at work, and the one dude his wife was like, why ain't he out there? I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like,
You get a
I'm there to
hose
fight
out.
the fire. Like, I was like, yeah, get a bucket of water. Like, here we go.
Mhm.
I was like, look,
Yeah,
because it was some days where it was definitely
It's
some scary
stressful.
times.
It's stressful.
Yeah, but you good, so we good.
Mhm.
Whew. So anyways, so I guess we'll start where we always start with this week's drink. I stole your line.
You did, but that's okay. What is
A little
this
bit.
week's drink?
Yeah. This week's drink started as a 21-year-old's quest to find his favorite drink, but has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whatever we want. Because either way, we gon' drink. What do you have for the people today, bud?
Today, I'm still on my. I'm gonna be trying to be sober for as long as I can. Until the marathon. But I'm drinking green tea. So
Green tea?
yeah.
I like it. As well. I have a non-alcoholic beverage.
Wow.
Might be
New
controversial.
year.
Might be controversial. Today I am drinking a Seagram's ginger ale. Now, I don't know where you stand, but I tend to be a Canada Dry man myself.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I think drinking it plain, I would do Canada Dry.
Oh.
But I feel like Seagram's, I feel like I see that more when you're doing like a mixed drink or something.
Really?
At like a bar. Maybe I'm
That is-
crazy.
That explains so much. Because when your mother purchased it, I'm like, what the hell is she buying Seagram's for? Like, I really thought
Yeah. Definitely
But-
for a mixed drink.
yeah, but then I was like, oh, it was for the holidays, and we had,
Mhm.
we needed mixers, so that's probably
That's just
why
my
she did it.
observation.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't know, makes sense to me. So yeah, I guess this week's drink,
This week's drink.
the healthy choices.
Cheers.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you signed up for that half a marathon. When is
Yeah.
that? Is that still going to happen?
March 30th. Oh yeah, it's in Long
Okay.
Beach, so it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And how long is a half marathon for those who don't
It's like
know?
13.1 miles or something.
My man coming off the couch.
So I'm gearing up for it. I'm slowly working my way up.
Yeah.
When I say slowly, I mean slowly.
I'm
My knees are hurting. My
Yeah.
thighs are sore.
Yeah.
And I ran total 6 miles this week.
Oh, really? How many
So,
days is that? 6 miles.
3.
3, so you did 2 a day, basically.
basically. Yeah, but I have a whole block program.
Yeah. I
By
mean,
week 12, I'll be set. My goal is just to get less than 2 hours, which is
okay.
way doable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just like, you'll do that.
Yeah, no, I just want to do that.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. I'm like doing the math in my head. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
that's like 9:15
Yeah.
pace a mile.
Yeah, you used to run like an 8, right?
Oh,
No.
for racing?
Oh, here we go.
I'll be in the sixes.
I'm big dogging it. Rather than, what were you running? 6Ks? What were they? No, they were 10Ks.
I was running 8Ks.
8Ks.
For college, just 8Ks.
Yeah, you gotta let the people know. This ain't like just I'm gonna try something.
Yeah, I'll be running I'll be running 6 miles.
Yeah,
on the dot.
Yeah,
still not be winning.
No,
far from winning.
Oh man, yeah, you broke a half an hour. I know that. 29 or whatever it was. Something crazy.
I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good after that. Yeah, do the math. That's 8K. That's 5 miles.
Yeah. He was rolling. He was so lean, it was ridiculous. But so hey, please keep us posted. I'm gonna keep looking at your face as it gets leaner and leaner and leaner. I'm like, he's almost
Hopefully
there.
I won't.
He's almost there.
I'm really gonna be eating right too. So
okay, I know. You're gonna double up on that chicken and broccoli?
No.
See, why not? You're burning it all off. I'd have doubled up before I even started running. That's how I would have done it.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, "Oh, I'm too big to run."
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. See, exactly. So, oh man, but that's awesome. Yeah, keep us in the loop with that. Yeah. So, anyways, where would you like to start?
Want to get into some gossip, some news?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Sorry, I have the poll.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hit us with the poll.
So every week on Instagram, there's a new poll where we ask the fans a different question every Saturday. So this week was, what is the best Avengers movie? You know them. Avengers Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and Endgame were the options. Last place with 7%. You have Age of Ultron.
Makes sense.
Yeah, to no surprise. But surprising to me, 13% was Avengers, the OG.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then second place, by 20%. This really surprised me. With only 20% was Infinity War. And then taking the majority was Avengers Endgame with 60%. Now, I was surprised.
I have some thoughts on that.
Me too.
I almost voted for Infinity War.
Really?
But then I remember what a wise man once told me, that Endgame was a better movie and that Infinity War was just a series of cool moments. So I thought about it and I voted for Endgame. So salute to you, my son. Salute to you. Yeah, seriously, I was like, oh, and then I was like, wait. Let me think about this, and that's how I chose what I chose.
A lot of people might give me hate for that, but yeah, Endgame might be messy. It might be. I'm not gonna deny it, but I'm still surprised Endgame won by so much. I thought it'd be closer between that and Infinity War, and I honestly thought Infinity War would take it just because it has those big epic moments that people love. And Thanos is dope in that movie. He's so good. And a lot of people don't like Endgame or have problems with it because Thanos is just like your bland villain in it, which they did that for a reason.
Yeah, they did that for a reason. Yeah,
but with the core Avengers, they just get they all get their moment to shine in Endgame. As opposed to Infinity War. Like Cap sucks in Infinity War. He's barely in it. But Endgame, he has this whole thing.
Come on, man! I watched the reaction videos of him picking up Thor's hammers. I will watch those videos just to get hype.
Yeah.
And then when you hear Cap On your left.
Mhm.
Oh, good God, Anthony
Yeah,
Mackie.
I know.
Shit.
But who had him talk
Yeah,
for
they were like,
for
I
the
know
first
they were
one?
like,
Why
they were
him?
like, wait, hold up. They're like,
Okay.
oh well, wait.
Yeah,
Cap on your left. They're like, remember that
that was
scene when
hard.
we first
Yeah.
introduced you?
Mhm.
Yeah, you get to say it to him.
Mhm.
Little did they know. Pooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they knew what
man.
they were doing.
Yeah,
And yeah,
yeah.
I just remember also 2018 Infinity War came out. Loved it. Saw it in theaters multiple times. And by the time it was on Netflix 6 months later I went to watch it again, and I just was sitting there and I was like antsy. I was like, why am I like kind of bored during like in the, between these moments? And then it
Mm,
clicked for me. I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of just like big set piece here, big action set piece here.
yeah,
Really, really no meat and potatoes in between.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I mean, but also multiple watches will do that. We've talked about that.
Yes, it
Certain types of
will.
movies, multiple watches.
Certain
It's just,
types of movie.
yeah, they're not built for 5
Yeah,
viewings
and
in 6 months.
MCU
Yeah,
is
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
definitely those movies. But
yeah.
I was my personal vote for this. My second was going to be the OG Avengers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
close
mean,
to putting it
I'm surprised it
because
was as
that's a
low as it was.
rewatchable movie.
Yes, the first Avengers.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, and that has big moments, but it also has stuff in between.
Yes,
Yeah, it has.
a
Yeah,
solid story. Like
Mhm.
it's tight.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree with you. You know,
It's
I mean,
just
I didn't.
I'm
As
gonna
soon
be
as I
watching.
saw,
What were you saying?
no, as soon as I saw Age of Ultron, I was like, yeah, that's losing.
Yeah,
I
even though
was
it's
like,
hated on, it is hated. Like it's actually
it is.
it's fun.
I mean, I
It's not
left
as bad
that
as
theater.
everyone says.
I left that theater. I went to see that with Shane,
I saw it
and
with you.
I saw it with Shane too.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it twice actually. Yeah, yeah, because I saw it with
I
Shane.
saw it
Because
3 times.
did I see it 3 times?
Yeah. Because I saw it
Avengers
with you,
2?
and then I saw it with you, and
Yeah.
then we saw it with Uncle Chet.
No.
Yes,
Not
we
Ultron.
did. Yeah, we did.
No, that was
Yes, we
Infinity
did.
War. That was
No.
Infinity War, bud. Because I was sitting next to your uncle laughing because I know he didn't know what was coming, and I was like, "This is going to be amazing."
No,
when
we
they
did
all...
the same thing with
Did we?
Infinity War. Yeah.
Wow. I sat through an Avengers Age of Ultron twice,
Yeah, because I remember
3 times.
or maybe he came with us the first time.
I don't know. Maybe.
Hmm.
Wow. Well, I saw it with Shane the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and because I remember me and him left and went to the bar, and we were having a beer, and like we didn't even talk about it. We just got to the bar,
Yeah.
and he was sitting at the bar. It was like 2 old men. He was like, "It was good," and I was like, "Yeah, it was good." And he was like, and they just didn't have that, like the first one. And I was like, "Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what it was." I was like, "It wasn't a bad movie. It just didn't feel like as big as the first one felt."
Yeah.
And by the time we got to Infinity War, shit was feeling big.
Mm-hmm.
And Endgame, I mean, that's been the issue with the MCU ever since. They cannot recapture whatever it was they did with those movies. They just can't. And I feel like they think that every movie's supposed to be that big, and I'm like, it can't possibly be. They can't possibly be that big.
That was a decade of storytelling.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I was like, you just have to get back to that. Just tell your stories. And as I don't know, it's so weird. So weird that they haven't figured.
Yeah, it was weird. And like when they try and do something different with stuff like Eternals.
Yeah.
But then like you have corporate interference,
Mm-hmm.
and then when the different thing doesn't perform well, they're like, "That's it. This sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the big thing."
Yeah.
It's like, no, like this stuff takes time.
It's so crazy. It's like we were over here doing this before you guys got involved, and now you're involved. You're fucking everything up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's what it seems like. It's like, there's probably be a study on that. Like, take anything that was like, I don't want to say independent, and then once it got like the big corporate sponsor and what happened to it, like,
yeah,
But oh well, we shall see. I mean, I'm trying to think. We shall see.
We shall see what will be a good hint to the future with whatever their future is March. We have March or April is Daredevil, Born Again.
Yes, Born Again. This
so
on
if that's
Disney.
bad, if that's on Disney Plus. If that's bad, oh my gosh, they're gonna get crucified.
Yeah, considering you're just taking a show that was on Netflix and that was amazing, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel like over time that show doesn't get the credit it deserves for what it did. I mean, I had people who didn't fuck with any of this stuff watching. I remember I was fracking. I'd be at work and people were like, Matt, you watching Daredevil? I was like,
Yeah.
And they were like, what is this? I was like, yeah, it's dope. I was like, it's dope. And they took the same cast and moved them over to like MCU proper.
Yeah, and the same writers.
And so
that's bad.
Shouldn't be a problem.
If they Disneyfy it, that's not gonna be good.
Oh my gosh!
Just cancel all your Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, sometimes I'm afraid because you sometimes just throwing money at something doesn't make it better. So we'll see. We'll see. We really will see. That'll be like the
like if they have a future.
Yeah,
like Deadpool like reminded us. Oh, this is why we like the MCU. Deadpool will remain. This will be the look into the future, I guess. Looking into the crystal ball.
Yeah, because you know what wasn't? Agatha all along. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, that was just, I don't know.
But it's beloved by people. I don't know why.
It was okay. That was just like an okay. It wasn't bad, but it was just okay. Yeah, will I remember it? No, I won't because I forgot about it.
Yeah, I feel like this is my first time being like, I'm glad I can say in my opinion. I'm glad that more people liked it than I did. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, hey, my opinion obviously doesn't count. So good for Marvel for that, making it sure that the more people like than dislike. But damn.
But out of all the shows, I'm like, wait, this isn't getting hate either.
Yeah, I'm so confused. But hey, I'll take it.
Okay.
Which makes me wonder, how bad was Echo? How bad was Echo?
I didn't watch the last episode, and I heard that was even worse. Like the worst thing. Echo was
and think about it. That show should tie into Daredevil too. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, the first episode was okay, but after that, it was bad. It was bad.
Damn.
I didn't finish it. I had one episode left. I was just like, I don't have it in me.
Well, and that's it for the poll, folks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Avengers Endgame for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other Marvel news. No.
MCU news. We have Cynthia Erivo, remember?
Yeah, so you're talking about a little bit of fan casting.
Yeah. So Cynthia Erivo, star of Wicked and amongst other things. Alphaba.
Yeah.
She said her dream role is to play Storm in X-Men. Some people are all for it. Others are completely against it.
Yeah. Well, she said she thinks Storm hasn't gotten like I'm paraphrasing, basically like the development her character deserves.
Yeah.
So if they're trying to do that Storm, I could see her playing that. If it's just another generic version of Storm, they can just call Halle Berry back up. But it's just, you know what I mean? But I was thinking, well, you're a little older, but then I thought, I said, but good black don't crack. She can play that till she's 90. She'll be fine. But
that Storm would just have to be like a Storm in her late 20s or so.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
mature.
Like it wouldn't. They couldn't do like if they're trying to do a teen X-Men.
Well, that's the thing. They shouldn't do a teen Storm. No. She was always, from day one, she was the goddess. I mean, that's what she was. I'm not being like, oh, she's a goddess, and that was how her character
that's what she was. And if they do that, I mean, that would be.
Yeah,
I have no problem. She's beyond talented.
Yeah, so she could pull that off.
Storm and then nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, could you imagine? She could playing the goddess, and then there's that arc where she has to put her feet on the ground, and she gets the mohawk and embraces her more of her humanity. She's a real complex character,
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm
not against it. I'm not for it. Yeah. Like I'm open to whoever, but I mean, she has the credits.
Yeah, she could do it.
Shot. Yeah.
A real Storm. If you just want eye candy Storm, there's 1,000 other people you could cast.
Yeah.
But if you want like a good Storm, I could see that. Yeah.
Now here's a question for you. Since she's like announcing like this is like her dream, Does this mean they haven't started with X-Men MCU stuff?
I mean, as long as they haven't cast anything yet. I don't even know if they're writing anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on over there at the House of Ideas. Like, I mean, you heard.
Didn't we think they were gonna show up in the next Avengers next year?
Yeah, we did. So clearly, so yeah, they haven't. There's a lot of stuff needs to happen. That's next year.
Yeah, the what's it called? Because they're doing the 2 back to back. What's it called again? Avengers? Is it
Secret Wars?
Doomsday? No, Secret Wars.
Doomsday.
Yeah, it's Avengers Doomsday, and then it's Avengers Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Doomsday is next year.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know, bud. I really don't. I just want to stay alive long enough to see all of them. So, I mean, James Gunn's over here with the DCU talking about, script first, and I'm like, yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Like doesn't even matter what the
you get a movie.
Yeah. Like here's what we want to do. Here, go write the script. He's like, no, somebody write a dope script and give it to me. And I'm like, yeah, let's make this movie. I'm like, I kind of respect that. They might end up looking real crazy, but what they're releasing, like that's the only downside is they may end up releasing like a lot of shit that looks real random.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he has like, okay, this is where we're gonna end.
Yeah.
2030, I want to be here.
Yeah.
And under that umbrella, if someone's like, "Oh, here's a story I have," they can make. I'm sure they'll make it all work, but he's just not gonna say, "Hawk Girl, here's your movie," just because.
Do you think we'll see a return of his Suicide Squad,
like a movie,
or just the characters? Do you think we'll see any of them besides Peacemaker? Like, are we going to see? Are we going to see? I mean, we already know we're going to see Peacemaker. Are we going to see Idris Elba? You know what I mean? Are we gonna? You see what I'm saying? Or are we gonna see what's his name, Weasel? Are we gonna see any of those characters again?
I think with Weasel, it depends how Creature Commandos plays out.
Well, did you watch the finale?
No.
Man. Well,
people, that was the finale.
Huh?
I forgot that was the finale.
Yeah, it was. It was.
What was it? 1 through 10. How good?
No. For finale?
Yeah, season finale.
7.
Oh, dang. That's it?
Yeah, for a standalone episode, 8.
See, I thought they're going to have that issue.
Yeah, for season finale, I was like...
The Fish Girl still needs her episode. And then I was like, wait, that's the season finale episode too?
Yeah, so I was like, it was good. No, it was good. But...
I get what you're saying.
It was good. Yeah. But, and yeah, people, if you're not watching Creature Commandos, check it out. I mean, it's animated. Stop being, prejudiced against animation. Check it out.
Yeah.
It was a great show. Yeah, it's great. Highly entertaining. Each episode, I think, improved on the last. And there's definitely going to be a season 2.
Oh yeah.
But by the way it ends, it's like, oh yeah, season 2. Live action, they could probably pull it off live action too. So, I was digging it. Yeah, definitely worth watching. You didn't watch it, so we won't talk about it. But yeah, I gave it as a finale. I give it a 7. As a regular episode, it would be like at least an 8.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
they probably did that because they know they're getting a season 2.
Yeah. What I was expecting was like this episode, then one more, where now all the origins have been told, and they wrap
That's
up.
What they should have did. Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't. Maybe they weren't confident, and that's what led to the episode count. Who knows? But I'm guessing it's a hit from what I'm hearing. It's a hit, so
that's good.
Yeah, that's good news. Good news.
DC actually tries for their animated stuff.
But I'm thinking, there's something else with DC, but I can't. No, I can't think of what it is. But anyways, because I watched Skeleton Crew, but that is definitely not DCU.
No.
So,
I have 2 episodes left of that.
Okay.
It's I enjoy it when it's on, but I am not dying to watch each episode.
What, of Skeleton Crew?
Yeah.
Yeah. It I think it fell into somewhere around episode 4. It fell into all right, this is good, but it became I got less excited for it.
Yeah.
but it's good. I still think the episodes end weird every time. I'm like, that's
Yeah, I
I'm
was
like, I'm like,
that was
that's how
it.
I'm like, you're in the episode like
Yeah.
that. But some things happened in this last one where I'm like, okay, we'll see.
Oh, it's not done yet. I thought it was
No,
done. Oh shoot.
So
Dang,
yeah,
how many
there's
episodes is
probably
this gonna be?
I think that was 8, so they probably need 2 more.
Oh, I'm struggling. Just because I'm like, man, I want to watch other stuff. I feel
Yeah.
obligated to watch this.
No, I don't feel obligated. I still want to watch it, but I'm not like sitting down grabbing a remote on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Here we go. So I probably will this week because there's really nothing else, nothing else out.
That's fine.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's enjoyable, but it's just
Yeah, I mean, it still gives you that Goonies vibe. Yeah, and enough Star Wars vibe, and a couple things did happen this week that I was like, oh, okay, that answers that question. So that was nice. But the thing I think the issue with all the Star Wars stuff is that there's so much of it now. There's different eras, different stuff, all this different stuff going on, and it's hard to say what ties into what, or I don't even know. I don't want to say what matters, but it's just like you watched Acolyte and didn't care for it,
yeah,
right? And and now this is a totally different direction, which is cool, which it's allowed to be, but I just wonder overall like how this is going to affect Star Wars as a whole, or if
it
it's not.
has been affecting it.
Yeah,
I think every project Disney makes affects it, good or
well,
bad.
I just watched the thing about Ahsoka, and they were saying how like season 2, there's a rumor that they're filming season 2, like this might be their last season because that tends to be what Disney's been doing with Star Wars stuff, giving it to, and then with because I guess Filoni's putting everything into this next season of Ahsoka. Because like what they did with Mandalorian, like instead of giving them a 4th season, they're doing a movie. And I guess he wanted a 4th season as opposed to a movie. And I'm like, that's interesting.
They shouldn't have even got a 3rd season, but whatever.
That 3rd season was
I
yeah.
did not enjoy that.
Yeah, so it was all over the place.
It was all over the place, and they just redid the significance of the end of season 2. Right at the start. Oh wait, did they do that in The Mandalorian? I mean, and Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. I can't
remember when he got Grogu. He like went to Luke, and I was like, "What was the whole point of the whole show?"
Yeah.
It's like to reunite him with his people.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
He's like, you know what, Grogu, come back with me. I was like,
yeah,
we shouldn't have got this season.
Yeah.
That season was not good.
Hey, people, you gotta sell that merch, but people love that.
Yeah, now we're getting a movie. I'm like, what is the point?
Yeah, what's the point? I don't know.
The story was told.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't just recast Luke Skywalker here soon, and if they're going to tell these like middle stories, there's rumors that they're trying to recast T'Challa. Did you hear that?
I saw that. There's rumors, yeah.
I saw there's some dude on YouTube. It's called like Angry Black Man or something. I think that might be what his page is, Angry Black Man. But he went on this rant about them not recasting T'Challa, and it actually made a little bit of sense. He said because his characters have been recast, historically all the time, and he said, and not recasting T'Challa is doing like the black community a disservice. It's not honoring him. It's actually taking away an opportunity for them to have representation. And I was like, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because we associate Chadwick with T'Challa like he was T'Challa, but in reality he wasn't.
Yeah.
he was, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, not giving us a Black Panther is kind of messed up. So I was like,
it's a tricky situation.
Yeah, it's a trick. Yeah. So
like, yeah,
because they're saying like after this next one, they want to do another Black Panther movie, and it's not going to be Shuri.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because then you waited all these years to recast them. You're like, well, why'd you make Wakanda Forever then? If you just weren't to recast them.
Well, I mean, that was her decision at the time, but maybe it's like, you need to.
At the end of the day, it's Disney winning money, so.
Yeah, and there's always that.
Speaking of the MCU, star Tom Holland and Zendaya are supposedly engaged. Supposedly. They have not. They themselves have not said anything.
I
That's what
know
I'm saying.
she's flashing.
Supposedly, she's
Hey,
not even flashing it. It's people
hey,
catching,
hey, they ain't
paparazzi
catching
doing
it.
doing
She's just on her
paparazzis.
hand, bud. It's on her hand. It's big as hell. It's like 17 carats or something crazy. It's big as hell.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't mad at her. Hey, look. Did you see the T tattoo she got? The little tiny T she has on her side too?
Oh no.
Yeah. It's like right here.
Dang.
Yeah.
I
She got
know.
a little
Like
I mean,
Tom
it's
Holland
little. It's
recently. Yeah.
like that big.
I know. That's for like being an actress and stuff. Can't have it too big. Tom Holland said recently, like when he has kids, he wants to be a stay-at-home dad. Like he's gonna stop acting and stuff.
I
I'm
can
like,
see
oh
that.
god. And then the engagement rumors came out. I'm like, oh my god,
Well,
it's true.
I mean, you said it's his dad's edition. His dad's talking about the proposals.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, they're engaged, and I'm happy for them. They're my favorite Hollywood couple.
Yeah, they're sweet.
I mean, yeah, I just like him. I watch the little videos of how they interact and stuff, and he's short as hell, and I just think it's great. They
And
just
she's
look
tall,
happy.
yeah.
When he pushed the paparazzi because they were swarming her too much, I love that.
There's a new picture of an angle of that, and it's him looking all frantic, and she's like smiling at him. It's a funny picture. It's like he's obviously anxious, and she's like, ooh, like he's standing up for me.
Yeah, she's singing all the fixings.
Like you can see it in the picture. Yeah.
She said, "I thought you were Spider-Man for a minute," but yeah, I like them. Now I ain't gonna lie, my man Timothy Chalamet and his baby boo are now they're like my second favorite just cause.
Kylie?
Now, because I just like Timothy Chalamet so much now. I used to hate that bitch. Now I'm like, that's my guy. So the fact that he got a little dime on his arm, I'm like, you guys go ahead, you go. They very quietly managed to stay together. We thought they broke up.
Yes. Well, here's an interesting thing with that. I'm seeing sides of TikTok, and they're like very interesting with the Kardashian family, and when they're dating black men and stuff, it's all over the news. They look a certain way. They're showing it off, and now when they break up with them and they start dating white guys, their image completely changes, and we see nothing even on their own social media. Like you just said, Kylie, we didn't even know if they were still dating.
Very true.
But when she was with Travis Scott, she's
it's everyone. So why do you think it is then?
People are saying it's it's the trend, and they're just hopping on the trend.
Oh, like dating black guys.
Yeah, and like publicizing it and just staying relevant.
Interesting.
And then you see it with each one of them.
You do see it
of the family. Yeah,
except Courtney.
Yeah, except for her.
She don't date no brother.
No, but I'm just
but I hear
saying.
what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Well, that's a very interesting take. I don't really know what to say to that. All I know is that I like Timothy Chalamet. But
I like him too. I like him too.
But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Side. I'm like, that's very.
Yeah. It is because remember we were saying that they broke up, and was it your sister that clarified it? She was like, they're still together, and we were like, what? Because you hadn't heard anything about them in months. Like, I mean, because the thing is, it's like the Kardashians are kind of unavoidable, especially on social media. And yeah, you're right. Yeah, we haven't heard. And then they showed up at the Golden Globes, and I was like, oh, they are together. Yeah. And I was like, don't they look good? And then your mom said Demi Moore snubbed her, but she got that off of TikTok.
No, like if you see it, like she's in the middle of talking, and like she says something to her real quick.
Oh, she does.
I think like Kylie says like congratulations. She's like, oh, thanks, and then she goes back to talking.
Okay.
To the person she was talking to.
I didn't see it. Yeah. And it's all about them angles.
It is.
You know how they do.
I saw the video.
Yeah.
She's talking about. You want to talk about the Golden Globes then?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So last Sunday, what was that? The 5th, January 5th, Golden Globes 2025 happened. And boy, oh boy, there's some clear winners that happened. There were some snubs and some surprises. I did not watch any of us. I saw some highlights. Saw the opening monologue and stuff. It was pretty funny. What's her name? The host, the Glazer lady.
Yeah, she's having her moment.
She was good. She was good because she's good at those roasts, but she didn't go too intense, like with hosting, like those jokes.
Well, that's good. Yeah. She tore Tom Brady up.
Yeah. She did go on the Howard Stern show and said some jokes that she was going to say but didn't.
Mhm.
And one of them was like, the next time we'll all be in the same room together is during P Diddy's trials. And she did say that joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was like stuff
Wow.
like that. So she was good.
Yeah.
She was good as a host for what she did.
Mm.
But you want me to say the surprises first, or what?
Yeah. What were the surprises?
Is Emilia Perez good? Is this a good movie?
This is okay. This is the thing. You saw it.
No, I did not.
You
I'm
didn't?
going to
Oh.
watch it.
Yeah. That's the movie that you said that you were like. They said don't see it. It doesn't
Yes.
represent the culture
Oh,
properly.
Yeah, that. Yeah, not just the LGBTQ community, but like the
Mhm.
Latino community. It's like very stereotypical on that. And
Oh,
it's
really?
made, yeah. And I guess supposedly it is made by a French director.
Mhm.
And he said he didn't need to do research on it because he knew enough.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that raises an eyebrow. But yeah, from all the reviews I've heard from multiple people that it like they're just confused. They don't know why it's winning, what it's winning. Like it's not. And I've seen scenes. I'm going to watch the full movie because I saw this one musical number. I'm like, this has to be a joke. This is so bad. Yeah, because it won. Zoe
It
Saldana won
won.
for best supporting actress. She was super happy. I'm happy
Yeah,
for
she
her.
was.
I
Yeah.
love her. And it also won for like best song, best
Oh.
musical. It won best comedy and musical over
What?
movies like Anora and Wicked.
What?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
it won
That's
best comedy
crazy.
and musical. Yes, and then it won something else. That was like, why? How?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I will wait for you to watch it, and I respect your reviews. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm just wondering. Luca Guadagnino, he's director of Challengers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another movie that came out this year, Queer, which were both nominated for some Globes. When it won the award, he walked out. He walked out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, he pulled a Spike Lee.
Yeah,
Well,
he
no,
did.
Spike just got up and turned his back.
Oh,
He was just like,
that's even
what the fuck?
worse.
He's like, what
That's
the fuck?
worse.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Amelia Perez. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna-
hadn't
I'm
even
gonna
heard.
check it
I hadn't
out.
even heard about it until the Globes.
Really?
Yeah, I hadn't even heard of it. So
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
yeah, I mean, your mom will end up watching it one day. No, a humbug. I kid you not. You know how your mom is. She'll just be like, "Oh,
Mm.
I watched this movie today." I'll be like, "What?" Yeah. So we'll see. We shall see.
We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
Some more surprises. The Wild Robot lost for best animated feature.
Yeah, it got beat. It won. It got beat by Flow. Flow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which hasn't gotten released yet. Or a wide
It's released.
release.
It has.
is?
It's not getting a wide release.
Oh,
It's been
okay.
released. It's not getting a wide release. But it's about it's no dialogue. It's just about a cat, like a cat's adventure.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "What is this?" So I went to get it, and I was like, "I'm not paying to watch this." So I was like,
I'm not. Yeah, don't. I mean, it looks really pretty, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Which is wild because the Wild Robot is getting, everybody loves it.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
It's going to probably win the Academy Award.
Yeah, because this is the Hollywood Foreign Press.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's journalists. It's journalists from all over the globe.
Yeah. So it gives you kind of an idea, but it's not. Yeah. What else? What else? Surprises?
Oh yeah, Adrian Brody won for Best Actor in a drama.
The Brutalist.
For The
right?
Brutalist, he beat Timothée Chalamet for Bob Dylan. That was a surprise. I'm hearing The Brutalist is a great, saga. It's up there with A Bronx Tale and movies like that.
Oh yeah,
that's what they're comparing it to. Yeah,
A Bronx Tale.
Is that is that with Robert De Niro?
He's a bus driver.
Oh, I don't. Like what movie I'm talking about? It's like from young to old. This super long movies like that.
No, that's not A Bronx Tale. The
Oh,
Bronx Tale is like, you mean Once Upon a Time in America?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, Bronx Tale
Yes.
is
He's
with the
yes.
white kid and the black
Mm-hmm.
girl, and
My bad.
yeah, that's a Bronx Tale.
My
Yeah, not
bad.
the same. Not the same. I was like, they're compared to a
Both
Bronx
New
Tale.
York. Both New York
I
and
was like,
Italian. Both
okay,
New York and Italian
okay.
movies.
Yeah.
My bad.
You want to talk about a movie that's like for the culture, but what culture? A Bronx Tale. That's it. We need to have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
Like, because who?
I
Yeah,
see it now come up in conversations. They'll be like, "Oh man, I love this movie," and then you'll be like, "Oh wait," you're like, "But
yeah,
I love it, but I feel conflicted."
yeah. Like, do white people love Bronx Tale, and do black people love a Bronx Tale? Because people love a Bronx Tale, but like that movie is definitely a yeah. It's a
De Niro
star-crossed.
directed that. I think that's why I was confused.
Yes, and it's everybody thinks it's about De Niro's life, but it's not. It's about Chaz Palminteri's life,
Mm-hmm.
which is just interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I love a Bronx Tale. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I need to check that out.
so
Yeah, it's compared
Brutalist,
to the Once Upon a Time in America, and like
yeah.
There Will Be Blood and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, big epic,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
a whole
this is
lifetime.
Whole lifetime. Guy's unrecognizable from who he was
Got
to
you,
who he
got you.
became.
Oh, I'd watch that. Probably 3 hours long.
It's 3.5 hours long. It's 3.5 hours long.
Oh, that's long.
So yeah, I'm still hesitant. Like, do I want to see that in theaters? I'm gonna check it out eventually. But yeah, that's extremely long. But yeah, anyway, Adrian Brody won for Best Actor. Demi Moore won for Best Actress in a Comedy or Musical for The Substance. That was another surprise because she beat Mikey Madison, who I hope wins the Oscar, for Honora.
For what? Honora.
And then
Yeah.
also Cynthia Erivo, which, in Wicked.
I think Demi's going to win the Oscar, bud. I mean, I think so. I haven't even seen it, but I think she's going to win.
No, Mikey Madison needs to win.
Because they're going to be like, she's been at it a long time, bud. Demi's been at it a long time.
But the Oscars haven't. They don't do anything for horror movies. Like The Substance is
Jamie Lee Curtis
horror.
Jamie Lee Curtis won for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
I mean, that's not like the typical drama. And she won the Academy Award.
But this is a completely different movie. It's the completely different type of movie. This is a bodily horror movie.
Okay.
The closest horror movie that they've ever given an acting award to is Silence of the Lambs, which is a thriller.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
They just have a prejudice against it. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it, but it will be a surprise. And then Kieran Culkin won for Real Pain. No surprise.
And according to you, yeah, that was deserved.
It was deserved. He's doing the sweep so far. A surprise was Sebastian Stan won for Best Actor in a Comedy or Musical for A Different Man.
I want to see that.
Me too.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I didn't know it was a comedy.
I didn't either.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's probably one of I think it's like a black comedy. Like dark humor and stuff.
Yeah. They said Anthony Mack. Anthony Mack, he like spoiled his little thing.
Yeah, his like That's after funny. Like his the after photos or whatever. I saw that video, yeah. So that was a surprise. Colin Farrell won for The Penguin.
And shouted out the catering lady, which I thought was dope.
Craft Services.
Carolina! Craft Services!
Yeah. That was funny. Kristen Melody, Sophia Gigante. She didn't win. Jodie Foster beat her out for True Detective. But man, I wish she won.
Yeah. Man. I said controversially, Army won. Jeremy Allen White.
Oh yeah.
Carmy. People were like, he won for a bad season of The Bear. I was like, I don't know about
Interesting.
that.
We're on different sides of
the
internet. I haven't seen that. People are really upset about that. He's so good.
Some people are saying that.
I know that season was not beloved by many.
Yeah, people don't like the direction it's going. I was actually wondering, I wonder what's the next season.
Yeah, how they're gonna shape it up.
Yeah,
they went a little too experimental.
If they're doing what they're doing, just keep doing what they're doing. In my
Mhm.
opinion, like if you want to keep trying things, go ahead and try things. But
I'm
eventually,
for
they're
that
going to.
too, but I'm like from season 1 to 2 to 3,
Oh, it's a
they are
totally
doing
different show.
they are doing more and more themselves, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
someone has to rein them in, because
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
did this for season 3, what are they gonna do for season 4?
Right. Right.
If people are already like getting disengaged and
Yeah. It's not for. I don't think the last 2 seasons have been for everybody. But
no,
I
season
think
2 was. Season 2 is when it became that the best show
the
in
phenomenon,
America. Yeah.
phenomenon.
Season 3 is when it
But I
changed.
remember people saying they preferred season 1. Like people like day one are still so many like season 1 better, and I was like, no, I don't agree with that.
Me
I
neither.
don't think it could. I had fucking anxiety watching season 1. I was like,
That doesn't make it's not. That doesn't mean it's not better.
Yeah, I preferred season 2.
Me too. I
The
agree.
energy was different, but the fact that there was actually like a palpable energy from each season to season is pretty wild for a TV show. Like you could throw an episode of season 2 on and be like, that's season 2. As opposed to season 1 where you're like, Jesus, the chaos in every episode. But that's just my thoughts. Anything else with the Globes?
Viola Davis was awarded the Cecil B. DeMille Award.
Oh, really?
I don't know what that's for,
Okay.
but
I'll look it
it's
up.
like an honorary award. Like one of those
she
lifetime
brings it.
achievements. So good for her. Like I know who Cecil B. DeMille is, but I don't know like what that award is for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Shogun swept everything.
Damn right it did. I'm glad it was remembered.
Oh yeah, me too. Best drama, best actor, best supporting actor, best actress.
Yeah. And it was in Japanese,
I
people.
know.
I said it once, I'll say it again.
Good 80%,
Yeah.
90%, 90%.
And it still brought that gravitas. It was still, jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, well deserved.
The Cecil B. DeMille Award is an honorary Golden Globe bestowed by the Hollywood Foreign Press for outstanding contributions to the world of entertainment.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Cool. Congratulations.
Because it is named for him because he was internationally recognized and respected. So yeah.
Yeah, he's in the game for a minute.
For a minute and a half.
Yep. Silent. He was in the game so long he made the original Ten Commandments movie, the silent one, and then he made the one in the 50s.
Really, I did not know that.
He remade his own movie.
Wow. He said, it would be great audio.
In color.
Great in color. Watch this. That's bananas. That's bananas.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So, anyways, Shogun came and did his thing. I love that show. That show was great.
It was.
That show was great. Yeah.
That's all I have for the awards.
Yeah. Any takeaways? I have one takeaway from the Golden Globes.
Okay.
I should probably be watching Hacks.
Oh yeah,
because this is the second year that Hacks has won multiple things, and I'm like, I don't watch this show. Like, what is this? It was like when Barry was hitting, and I wasn't watching it, and I should have been watching it, and then when it finally was over, I watched it. I was like, holy shit, the show was great.
What is Hacks on? Do you know?
I think it's on Max.
Oh,
I think it's on Max. Yeah, HBO people. That's HBO. I think it's on HBO Max. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna make a note. I'm not gonna watch it. I just want to know what it's about.
Yeah.
But yeah, that did win a lot.
Yeah. Because when it came out, I was like, oh, that's the chick from Watchmen. She's having a little come up. And then all of a sudden, it blew up. Like kind of quietly blew up. Like it blew up like next to other stuff that was already doing its thing. And now this year I was like, here it is again.
Yeah, they've 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So that's all I have at the Golden Globes. You have any other pop culture news?
No. Just pop culture news. No, don't. Your mother and I finally watched Iron Claw.
Oh yeah.
Finally. Yeah, people. Yeah.
A year later.
Gotta say, a year later, an award season later. Man, Zac Efron, I never thought I'd say it, but he was snubbed. He was snubbed. Yeah, that movie was really good. Really good. That's about all I can say. If you want to people are saying it's one of those one watch one time type movies. No, I wouldn't say that. It's not like Precious or like Passion of the Christ where you watch it once and you're devastated. But it is sad.
It is sad.
It is sad. There are some moments where it's just like, damn. But it's worth watching. It's worth watching. And it's funny because the one that plays David Von Erich, he's having his moment because he's currently starring opposite of
Nicole
Kidman and Baby Girl.
That is not my girl. I do not like Nicole Kidman.
So I was like, it made me laugh because I said, that's a man-sized dude. He's all like 6'3". So
he's
like,
tall.
yeah,
he's tall.
Yeah, so he's having a little bit of a moment. So we'll see what happens. It makes me laugh that movie's called Baby Girl because people are like Baby Girl. I'm like, nah, it's Baby Girl. That's what it's like. Come here.
Yeah, it's like yeah,
that's what it is. It's not.
If you don't know that, don't go see that movie. That movie's not for you.
Yeah, that's game. So yeah, but otherwise, I think that's it. You said you wanted to talk about Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
So we were kind of late to this, but last month it was announced his next movie is coming out 2026, and it is his version of the Odyssey. Like one of the first stories ever told, written down, the Greek story.
Homer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be starring Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Lupita Nyong'o, Anne Hathaway, and Charlize Theron. And it's Christopher Nolan.
It is so stacked. And what's crazy is, but remember, they were announcing the cast before they announced what the movie was.
Yes.
They were just like, every couple days, they were like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they kept adding the cast. And then finally, it's the Odyssey. I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
You see the memes with like the practical effects? Like,
yes, that's what I was going to ask you. He is anti-CGI.
Yes.
What is he going to do for this?
He's going to get real Krakens. It's going to be crazy. Real Cyclops. Yeah, like, that's a Cyclops? Where did he get that from?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be bananas.
Yeah.
It's going to be bananas. But yeah,
I'm
talk about,
to see what he does.
You're like your top 5 like must see next year. I'm like, shit. Yeah, that movie's going to crush. Have people all kind of confused.
Yeah, I'm like, what is he gonna do with time or space? Or
Yes.
Put his Nolan spin on it.
Yeah, because there are definitely there's a lot that happens in the Odyssey.
Yeah, but it's a pretty simple story.
Well, it's what, Jason, or is it Odysseus?
It's
Odysseus. It's Odysseus. Yeah, it's Odysseus making his way back home. Sorry.
Yeah, after the Iliad,
after the Trojan War. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It ends up taking him 15 years to get back home or something like that.
Some crazy time.
Yeah,
and he's already gone for how long for the Trojan War?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which if you want to segue for a second into like this, what is it, Circe and
Song of Achilles.
Song of Achilles. I forget her name, but she's that shit. She is that chick.
Something Miller.
I'm gonna look it up because people need to read her stuff because her take on the Iliad and on the Odyssey is just amazing. I think it's Madeline.
Madeline Miller. Yes.
Yeah, she just wrote a little novella. It's like 100 pages. I just bought that shit and read it because she's just so good. It's about Persephone, but or as I used to say, Persephone. So, but yeah, I couldn't help it. Didn't know, but yeah, and her
I said there's like that too.
Yeah, but her version of Odysseus he's the shit. Like when he shows up in her books, I'm like,
he is, and then he turns bad.
Yeah, did you read Circe?
Yeah,
I know you read.
I told you.
Song.
No,
you put me on the Song of Achilles.
No, I told you to read Circe. I had Circe.
No, you told me to read Song of Achilles. You just got it for me for like Christmas or something.
No, I got Circe. You got Song of Achilles for Marshall.
Okay, then I read.
I had Circe. I had Circe.
Okay,
I couldn't find Song of Achilles in the book. In the store, I couldn't find the book.
Okay,
so I bought Circe instead. And I was like, "Oh, this book's really good." And I think you read it on your Kindle, so you finished it before me.
Yeah. Okay, that's what happened. What happened? We both read it. And we're talking about literature. Good God. Mark on your calendar, folks. We're talking about some literature today.
Talk about an author, like her next book.
Yeah. All because of Nolan. So thank you, Nolan. Thank you. Yeah, and she's writing her next book now. I wanted to write a book about Odysseus, but she probably never will because he's a great supporting character.
And she kind of told. He's a great, like you said.
And seriously, she kind of told his story, kind of.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. Seriously,
I mean,
it was good.
the most we can get is his perspective, but.
Yeah. When she said, describes me, the first thing she said was like the octopus tattoo on his calf. Or the was it? No, it was a tattoo, it was a scar from the octopus grabbing his leg. Yeah. I was just like, damn, that's Odysseus. But yeah, she's good. She's really good. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, there's a movie, I guess, this year, a little smaller movie with Ralph Fiennes. And it's called The Return, and he played Odysseus coming back to Ithaca.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought there was we're talking about it and stuff, but it came out this year.
Okay. That'll be worth checking out. He's solid.
Yeah.
He's solid. Yeah. Man. Lost my train of thought. Got a little too hype.
Yeah, those are good books though, and this is gonna be a good movie coming out.
Yeah, they are good books. Oh, since we're still talking about literature, I finally finished H is for Hawk, the book I bought when I came to see you in California.
Yeah.
I finally finished it 2 nights ago.
Good for you.
Yeah. It was a long struggle to finish a 381-page book
about training hawks.
About a woman who buys a hawk because she was mourning her father, and she trains this hawk. It helps her, go through the stages of grief. It was very well written. Technically, it was very well written. It was good. But it took me so long to read it because I just never, I don't know. It was just a wave. When I finished, I said, okay. And I closed the book and was like, okay, that was good. But it's not like I'd like, read this. You know what I mean? I never felt like that with it. But it was good enough. And what's funny, the reason I said let me hurry up and finish this is because I'm 99% sure your sister has to read it for a class this semester. Which is crazy. Because she's like, I have this class, and she started rattling off her reading list, and she's like, and the one's about a lady who buys a hawk to get over grief and to deal with grief. And I was like, that's H's for Hawk. I'm like, it has to be. There's no way there's 2 books. Like that. I was like,
how many people are buying hawks?
Yeah, like I was like, I mean, it was Book of the Year in 2018 or something like that, but or 2015 something. And it's a good book, but it's just yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So but I finished it. So now I'm going to start The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, let me know how that has aged. Or if it holds up.
If it holds up. I mean, I've never read it, and I don't know anyone who ever has. You know?
Neither. And there's like 10 of them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read it. Thank you again. And
you're welcome.
I'll let you know how magical it is. It is, or how magical it isn't. We'll see.
Hopefully it's the first one.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it for literature. How about that?
Yeah. New year.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
Real quick, I had a fun little question for you. Because I was
Okay.
listening to this podcast and they're just talking about like great performances. And one of the persons said, in their opinion, Heath Ledger's Joker is the best acting performance of all time. Because when they're watching the movie, they don't see like any form of Heath Ledger at all. It's just the Joker. Like they don't recognize him at all, even like with the eyes. He's just completely the character. And interestingly enough, Heath Ledger did not do the method acting. He did not do that for this performance. Like he broke character in between takes.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like he was on set, like talking about his daughter and stuff.
Interesting.
But anyway, I just wanted to know, in your opinion, who's the greatest acting performance of all time, or who has given that performance? What character, and why? And do you think it's Heath Ledger's Joker?
I mean, that's easy to say because you just said it, and that's all in my head. But yeah, that wasn't because I remember seeing that movie, and I've told you this, and multiple people the same thing. I remember watching that movie in the theaters and going, "He's crazy." Like I was like, he's right there. I was like, he's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what crazy actually looks like, So yeah, he was acting his ass off. You know, especially you're like he didn't even do the method. I'm like, oh, he just turned that shit on, turned it off.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
oh
we all
wow,
know like what Heath Ledger looks like and acts
yeah.
like and other
So
stuff.
yeah, so they were definitely. I told him the scene that always gets me is the cop car.
Mhm.
Always when he's going down the street, he puts his head out the window like the puppy dog, and he's just. I'm like, yeah, that's not scripted. I'm like, he just like did that. That's just something you just do,
Mhm.
you know. And that's a tough one, man. I'm sorry, I'm a struggle. I should have let you ask me that beforehand. Greatest of all time, man. I mean, there are scenes that I think are amazing.
You can't say
But
scene. I'm talking about
yeah,
whole
I mean,
performance.
oh man, Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate
No.
Factory. Whatever, watch it.
I'm saying
Watch
he's
it.
good. That's Gene Wilder. Like,
etc. etc. etc.
That's still Gene Wilder.
What? Watch it, bud.
He is good in it, but best of all
I'm just
time.
saying. Hey, true.
I'll give you one I thought of.
What's that?
I forget the character's name. So that, but
Yeah.
it's I just mentioned the movie earlier. What's his face? Daniel Day-Lewis.
There Will Be
Play
Blood.
of You, and There Will Be Blood. I think I could make an argument for that.
Yeah, that's tough. But I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis, you know, the method that was him.
He does do that. He does do it. I'm not saying the method. Doing the method,
No.
not doing the method makes it the greatest. I'm just with the Joker.
No,
I thought it was
I'm just,
interesting.
but I'm saying Daniel Day-Lewis probably walked around tyrannical, like the whole time they were filming. People were probably scared to death.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything he does, like one of my favorite movies when I was younger was The Last of the Mohicans, and that's Daniel Day-Lewis, is Hawkeye, and
he was in the woods.
Yeah, he was in the woods, like
and eating.
But I read about
meat and stuff.
I considered reading the books, and basically, I guess those books are bad. They're badly written. The characters are inconsistent. Like Hawkeye's like all over the place. Like in every book, he's different, and they're basically and Daniel Day-Lewis elevated like bad writing, and to make that movie like that good.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wow. So he did his thing. So yeah, he's always a beast. And that's a tough question, man. I'm trying to think about people like, I'm like, Heath Ledger, you forget that it's him. Because I'm trying to think, who else have I watched where like you don't see a glimpse of who they are. Like it's just.
Yeah, that's why I said like There Will Be Blood. Because
I
mean, he's different in every movie, Daniel Day-Lewis, but
he is.
Yeah, he
is. Yeah, that's it. I'm finished. He's just like, whoo.
Yeah, he's like, I'm finished.
I'm finished.
At the end.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know, people. Let us know what you think, because I'm struggling. I have to think. I'll be in bed up.
It's hard to think off the top of your head.
Yeah, but I mean the Heath Ledger thing. There's a strong argument for that. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. If you say him, I can't disagree with you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's him acting against Christian Bale and Gary Oldman, who are consistently and Michael Caine, who are consistently just like top tier. You know, I mean, Christian Bale's had some killer performances. Killer.
Oh yeah.
You know? So
yes. Yeah.
But you know my all-time favorite scene? It's Brad Pitt. 7. What's in the box?
Oh.
I love that scene because he shows all. That's when I realized Brad Pitt.
It's a good scene.
He could actually be a good actor. That's when I was like, oh, Brad could actually be good at this, because he shows every emotion in that scene that you can show. But yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they actually just re-released that in theaters on like film for like the 30th anniversary.
Wow, I saw that in theaters. Yep, back when I had cornrows and a leather jacket. Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, sports talk. It is the NFL playoffs.
Yes, it is.
And if you didn't know, we're Steelers fans. Yeah. That's right, Steelers. Yeah. 7 playoff appearances, 0 wins since 2016.
Okay. I'm not trying to start any shit because I don't watch enough football. But is it time for the Steelers and Mike Tomlin to break up?
I don't know. I've been hearing stuff. It's so interesting with the narrative because they released that one. They do like the Hard Knocks, whatever, every
Mm-hmm.
year. They release it. Steelers are 10-3, third in the
Yeah.
AFC. Everyone's like, Coach of the Year, Coach of the Year.
Coach of the year, yeah.
They lose 4 straight in the month of December. Now
Yeah.
everyone's saying he should be fired. And out of all the teams that did not win a game in December,
Yeah.
the other teams, Tennessee
Who?
Titans, who have the
Okay.
first overall pick,
Oh, wow.
and I think like the Jaguars, who have like the third overall pick,
Wow.
and then the Steelers.
So, yeah. Who have like the 27th overall pick or
Yeah,
something.
it's just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't watch enough football either, but
but
you can make the argument never had a losing season. But it's just mediocre. If you don't do anything,
But then there's the argument that the season doesn't even begin until the playoffs. The point is to get to the playoffs and then do something because it's a new season. It's a new season once you get to the playoffs.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I mean,
I think he hasn't in the last decade. Yeah, so in the last decade, I forget what his record is overall as a coach. I think he's like 6-9 now for playoff wins.
Yeah.
And half those wins were when he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. He had a run. Yeah. So I look, I don't know. I just
it's not just him, it's the coordinator.
Yeah.
On defense even too.
And it's football. It's football. Like I watched the game last night and we were offensively we were trash the first half.
Oh, yeah.
And then like I said, I don't watch a lot of football. So I did not know that Derrick Henry was 6'3", 247 pounds.
He's a giant.
Who's going to stop him anyways? He's the running back. And Lamar Jackson is a freak of nature. The guy ran for, 900 yards this season? Yeah. 800 and something? Well, he's at 900 and something now. Because of, 4,000 yards passing. He's a mutant. So, yeah, there's that. And
this was the first time Derrick Henry has gone over 100 rushing yards against the Steelers, though.
Oh, really?
Even with Tennessee and all that.
What? That guy is a freak. First time I saw him carrying him, I was like, "What? Who is that?" I was like, "What is that?"
Once he gets going, he's fast.
Yeah, you're not tackling him at the end of the game. By the fourth quarter, you're like, "I don't even want it no more. I don't want nothing to do with it."
But the thing is, their first drive when they scored, 15 straight rushing attempts.
Yeah, that's disrespect. That's disrespectful. Seriously.
So what is the defensive coordinator doing when they're rushing over 15 straight times?
Well,
you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, well, Lamar Jackson ran the ball, I think, four or 5 plays in a row. That one play that they were running, though, because they did it again in the fourth quarter. They did it a bunch in the first, and it was like he would fake the handoff, and T.J. Watt bit every time. And not saying T.J. Watt's not T.J. Watt. He's T.J. Watt.
Yes.
But there was no one to back up that play. Because even in like basic high school football, when they run the option, there's a way you like run an option, the way you defend against an option. Like if you hit the quarterback, force him to take the option, somebody has to pick up that guy. You know what I mean? There was no one. So when T.J. Watt would hit the guy that was supposed to get the ball and didn't get the ball,
which is interesting because they usually
Lamar Jackson would just be like, "Pew!" Like there was no one there. They showed the replays. I'm like, "There's no one there."
Yeah.
I was like,
it's interesting because they usually have a guy watch him.
Yeah, and there was no one. So he was getting yards on that play over and over again. So, and then there's that whole thing when you keep the defense on the field, they get tired.
Yeah. People,
and so our offense coming in and doing 3 and out. Their defense is like Jesus. So next thing you know, makes it easier for the opposing team to score because So it's just I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't.
I don't know.
And
T.J. Watt's NFL career still has not won a playoff game.
That's so crazy. Defensive Player of the Year, right? What year?
Yeah, 2019 or something, and should have been last year too.
That's crazy. It's just, I mean,
we'll see. He's the best player on our team.
We'll see. And
I'm not saying fire Mike Tomlin,
but
I will say give him one more year. If they keep Russ, definitely give him one more year.
Yeah. Yeah, because
And
I
if
mean,
they
but
don't
we
do
talked about
anything,
this. We talked about this in the beginning of the season. You know, we were saying how like the second half of their season was
hmm
where the challenges were. You know, like this first half was going to be nice and cushy because they could have actually came into the second half with more wins. They really should have, and because they dropped some games they shouldn't have dropped.
they lost only 2 games before Russ took over,
Yeah,
which they shouldn't. It was the Colts
and they should.
game, and
Yeah,
it was against the Cowboys.
they shouldn't have lost those games.
Yeah,
Those
and
are
then
two they
Russ
shouldn't
took
have lost.
over. Yeah, those are
Yeah,
the 2 where they shouldn't have lost. They shouldn't have lost to the
yeah,
Colts, and they shouldn't have lost to
yeah.
what I just said it, the
The
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
And
Yeah,
then Russ took over, and they're on like a win streak, and then
yeah. Well, then they also sat Pickens for how many games?
he was hurt,
Pickett. Yeah, so that
and
affects their offense.
and it did, and they just like never bounced back after that. Once he came back,
Or who they have to play. Like, so you could say if they had him, some of those losses wouldn't have been losses. I don't know, but they need to do something because people always go, Tom only won the Super Bowl because of the team Cowher built.
Mhm.
I was like, yeah. I'm like, but did Cowher win the year before with that team?
no,
You know, like you still have to coach the team to win.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
like, yeah, he built that team, but you still have to coach the team to victory. So,
hmm
so to me, I'm always like, I don't really understand it. I understand it, but I don't understand it. Like,
no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it
yeah,
was like
so,
a 4-year gap.
yeah, so yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what they do. They're not going to fire him,
No,
you know. Now they're saying that like the game is passing by and all this stuff. His way he looks at games more defensively than offensively, and all that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
game's different now.
I'll watch 4 games next year. I'm like, I'm literally
We'll
going to
see.
be I'm going to be at MegaCon the day of the Super Bowl.
Oh wow,
Yeah, I just realized that today. I had to
does
text your
Uncle
uncle.
Chet know?
I just texted him today and was like, "Hey, so we're going to be at MegaCon
Yeah,
in Orlando the day of the Super Bowl." He was like, "Oh well." I said, "At least the Steelers aren't playing."
that's
So
funny. I will say
yeah,
now that the Steelers are out, I want Lamar Jackson to win.
oh yeah, I want Baltimore to win.
I want him to win so all the haters can stop talking.
Yeah, yeah, it's so
Like
funny
once he wins, he's a Hall of Famer.
oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
first ballot. I told this dude that years ago. I said, if not for Pittsburgh, I'd be a Ravens fan. I'm like 100%. If I wasn't a Steelers fan, I'd be a Ravens fan
Mm.
because I just like how they are and how we were,
How we were.
the way we were.
Yeah, Amazon Prime had they cut a cool promo of the rivalry. It was like with Ray Lewis and Ben Roethlisberger and like other players just
Yeah.
talking about how it was.
Yeah,
Get you hype.
yeah, yeah. Ray. Yeah. Yeah.
And then that game happened.
Then that game happened.
Disrespectful. But interesting. I wanted to bring up. I remember you saying like you're always nervous against the Ravens in the playoffs. But that's only they've
Second time, third
winning
time.
second time.
That's crazy.
Out of like now I think 6.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always split with them in the regular season,
Mm-hmm.
and then we see them in the playoffs. We usually win, but we didn't.
Did
I thought it was going to be worse.
closer. I thought it'd be closer.
Really?
I thought that rivalry would at
Wake
least
us up.
Yeah, I did not think we'd win, but I thought it'd be not an easy win for them.
Yeah, we had some momentum in the second half. Then we needed a turnover, but we really needed it.
Mhm.
And now it's like our defense isn't going to get it.
No,
I think their offense is too good.
I thought they could have came back. It was like the end of the third quarter, and they just needed to continue the drive because this was when it was like 21-14 or something, and then they didn't. And I was like, and then they scored.
It was never 21. It wasn't 21.
It was 28.
It was 21-7. It was it 21?
No, it was 28-14.
That was the final score. No,
it was right after the drive when Pickens scored.
Okay.
And then they stopped Baltimore. And
Okay,
20. And then I was like, okay, they just need to continue this, to have a chance because they had only 1 quarter left.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And
yeah, because that third quarter was they were right, Chaz. So yeah, when did they? Because they went into what? They went into halftime 21-0.
Yes.
Then we scored. They scored. We scored again, and then yeah.
And then we stopped them. And it's like, okay.
Okay, let's go. Yeah. Oh, we'll see you next season. See you next season,
It's just
Pittsburgh.
crazy. I remember hearing people saying we were contenders all over the internet.
Yeah. We're not America's team. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yep. Oh well. So,
That's sports
lastly,
talk. We're talking about everything today.
we're killing it.
Lastly,
Yeah. So sliding into anime corner, I started to do anime
2.
too. And they're ongoing, so I don't
Oh,
even have
wow.
to yeah, I'm behind on one of them. I'm gonna
Yeah.
probably start a third one too,
Crazy.
because they're all new. So it's like the one I watched because I was on Netflix looking for the other one.
Okay.
So it's called Sakamoto Days, and
The
it's basically take like John Wick, and he retires for love, as John Wick did,
Okay. Oh yeah, he did.
and he has a kid, and he gets fat, and he runs a.
Oh, I'm looking at the pictures
Yes,
now.
and so I was all about it. I was like,
You're like,
I
this
can
is
totally
basically
relate.
me.
Yeah, that's what I said. So this is my life right here. I was like, this is great. He has a kid, gets fat, and then the past shows up to cause problems.
Oh my gosh.
So I watched the first 2 episodes and they were dope.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm watching this. So yeah, Sakamoto Days. He's pretty funny, and he
It's
so
a
far
comedy.
it's action, but he's comedic
Okay.
and but not in like a goofy way, almost like a dark humor. And he doesn't talk. He never talks. Well, he talks a couple times. But he doesn't use a gun. He's always killing people with like chopsticks and bubble gum. And he had a taser, and he kills them with like a pen. He'll use a knife too, though. I mean, he's killing people.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. He's a hitman.
I mean, this dude tries to shoot him, and he's like eating a piece of hard candy. And dude walks in to shoot him, and he's like, and he spits the hard candy
in the gun,
and it hits the bullet because these guys shoots it, and it hits the bullet. But the bullet, it basically doesn't stop the bullet. The bullet goes right through it, but it knocks it off course just enough that it misses him. And the guy was like, "Is that candy?" And then he just like murks the dude. But it's good. Sakamoto Days. But
that's funny. I never heard of that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was on Netflix and was like, "What is this?" And then I was on the gram, and it was like intros you never skip on anime.
Okay.
I think I sent it to you, and I was going through them. Was like dope. Like, yeah, that's dope. And then I saw it. I was like, that's the intro to Dandadan? And I was like,
it changes, I think, every episode.
I was like, I'm totally watching this. So
you started Dandadan.
I started it. I watched 2 episodes. And yeah, I'm in, bud.
You watched it with headphones on?
No. Yeah, I did. The first episode I did. Yeah, I was at the gym.
It's weird. You're watching that in public? Oh,
yeah, I was watching at the gym. I was on the elliptical, and then she was like, "I'll let you suck on my breast, if you let me bite your dong."
Yes.
I was like,
the plot
what?
I've heard is wild.
Everybody told me about that part, but then they said if you survive the first episode, it's actually good, and I did, and it was. And I thought this first episode wasn't. It was crazy, but it wasn't as crazy as everybody had me thinking. I mean, there's some crazy parts, and there's probably some like trigger warning for people in the first episode, but it was good, and the second episode was good.
I'm so surprised you started it. I was gonna ask you, is it Dandadan?
But
are you gonna start Dandadan?
I literally, you know how many times I've held my remote looking at that fucking thing, and I go, not today, and I go, not today. I've done it. I do it like once a day. I'll be like, what can I watch? And I go, nope. No, and I don't know why. I just was like, nope. But now I'm like, fuck. Here I am. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I think I am going to start Dragon Ball Daimyo. I think I'm going to start it. When they get turned into little kids.
Why?
High praise from my main man. I mean, not my main man, my number 1 fan, Anthony Conrad.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I
forgot that was the thing.
Yeah, he keeps hyping it up, man, and I'm gonna take his word for it. He doesn't steer me wrong. So until my beloved, well, not my beloved, but my main squeeze, One Piece comes back, gotta watch something.
That's fair.
So that's where I'm at with Anime Corner. I've been watching so many One Piece theories on YouTube. It's a problem, but it's it needs to come back.
You guys are just a snake eating your own tail now at this point.
Yeah,
all those YouTubers.
Oh, but they have theories on everything. Like there are literally like YouTube pages just devoted to One Piece.
Yeah,
and One Piece theories. I'm like, how did you release an episode every week and he hasn't released an episode in 3 weeks? Like, I'm like, he's been on 3-week hiatus and you put out 3 videos. Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Like, nothing's happened.
They're just in a corner going crazy.
Like, there's like, this is what I think. This is what I think the One Piece is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, some dude just released one. He got IA to tell him what he thinks the One Piece is. AI. To say what he thinks One Piece is. I'm not watching that.
Did you say IA?
I did say IA. But... yeah, I'm sorry, but I corrected myself.
I know. I'm sorry. I just.
It happens. It happens. But he got AI to see what the One Piece was. So I'm not going to watch that because it could be right. Who the fuck knows? But
that'd be funny if it's right.
Oh, that'd be so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So terrible. But
no, it's impossible. No, that's because AI can't create.
True.
And Oda, he's a pretty creative individual.
You have no idea. Until the reboot comes out and you sit down and go, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing," which I hope it is. I have
no like criticism towards One Piece. I just don't want to watch it because it's 1,000+ episodes.
Yeah,
that's my only reason for not watching it. It's not because I think it's bad or anything.
It really is. That's 1,000+ episodes. I don't even know how many issues of the manga there are.
I don't know either. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's so much. It's so good though. If I know it's like generic, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't know a person that watched it and is caught up that does not like it, or
it just.
They usually love it.
Yeah. Monkey D. Luffy, bud.
Mm-hmm.
I wish if there's one thing I wish that you would have watched so we could discuss, it's One Piece. For real.
Just gonna have to wait.
Because you watch things more critically than most people, so I'd be able to like really bounce off of you and see what you thought. But can't have everything, I guess.
Maybe if I watched it when I was 10 to now.
But I think if you watched it at 10, geez, you'd be like, I don't remember that. Dad. Like, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, there's stuff from the beginning that I tell you what. There's one character that to this day I swear if that character shows up in One Piece, I'll lose my mind. But I don't put it past Oda. I don't. Like, yeah. Because, yeah. I told you, he wrote one arc in the main cast basically in real time, our time. You didn't see him for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
The main cast. For 2 years. He's writing other shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean? But when you're watching it, you're like, oh, you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
Then they come back and you're like so happy to see it.
Yeah. I like when they do stuff like that, though. It makes you more appreciative of the...
Mm-hmm.
And it's good moments,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, all right. That's all I have, bud.
That's all I have, too. We did a lot.
Yeah.
Talked about a lot. Talked about it all.
Somehow, some way. And so I guess until next time, he's Son.
And he's Pops.
And thank you for listening, everyone. Be kind to each other.
It's Son and Pops.